It's time to check your money with America's money maven, Vicki Brackens. Vicki Brackens is the president of Brackens Financial Solutions Network, LLC, and a registered representative of LPL Financial, member SIPC. Vicki, how are you doing today? Do you have any leftovers left over?
George, I love the way you say that. Leftovers, leftover. No, 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 no. We're done.
You're
We are
done.
absolutely done. I've done all the turkey, the dressing, the green beans, a couple meals, and we're done. How about you?
We still holding on. See, the thing is, in my house, the kids, three of the four kids were home this weekend, and they're heading out today. Safe
Okay.
travels to the girls. And the thing is, they only like certain things. They don't, the turkey's like not the star of the show for them. Gloria makes,
Oh,
this other things that she puts on the table that they actually like better. As a matter of fact, we put in the family group chat, should we even have turkey for the Thanksgiving? Because y'all not really about that for real, right? So, but we decided that we're going,
oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, we're having it, and also we're having a family over. We used to get together with the Charles family, so they were
Mhm.
over, and so
Well,
with that being said, it was decided that we would still have the turkey, but most everybody, I am the mac and cheese guy in the house. So um the if there's some left over, I'm the Mr. Freeze. I will take that turkey and I will make all kinds of things. Um Turkey with gravy, I'll do turkey fried rice, I'll do
oh,
turkey
okay, okay. Now, George, you're
burritos.
going too far now. Turkey
Okay,
fried rice.
turkey fried rice. I'm gonna put that turkey in everything. I love Gloria makes a cornbread stuffing that's delicious, and so I like that with the gravy, all of that. So those are the things that they really look forward to. The mac and cheese, though, I think, and I usually,
Okay, well, we had a great time with the Shoning family. Thank them for their hospitality. But I miss my brother-in-law
oh
because he
Fred,
smoked the turkey. Fred
oh
smoked the
yeah,
turkey,
yeah,
okay, for
yeah,
hours. Okay, so
yeah.
so hopefully when we see them, and even though he normally doesn't do that at Christmas, maybe I can convince him of that when we get down to Tampa. But George, let's talk about this week.
All right,
I hear you have a special question for
I
me.
have a question for you. So I was talking to a buddy of mine. And this is what he said. And so I said, I can't wait to ask Vicky this question. He's 62 and
Okay.
he is eligible to collect Social Security now. And so I
Okay.
told him what you said. Vicky
Mm-hmm.
said, wait as if you wait up until 70, I think is the max you can wait.
Max number, right?
Every year you will get more money. And he says, yeah, I get that. I understand all of that. But in my mind, I'm thinking, what is the I by not taking that money now for say because he's 62, so that's 8 years. What is
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say it plainly, and then I'm gonna say it in the way that I understand it. He basically said, "What is my opportunity lost by not taking even a lower amount now that I could spin off and invest perhaps and do some other things as opposed to waiting? What's the opportunity lost? Or said another way, am I losing money by not taking it now, even though my lower average return on my Social Security income will be less? Good question, isn't it?
Okay. Yes, it is. All right. Okay. So I'm gonna go through right now and talk about, first of all, terminology.
Yes.
Terminology is opportunity cost.
Yes.
Okay, that's the that's the official financial speak around not having something at the time of need, the opportunity cost. Okay. So what your friend is saying is that if I don't take the money now, or if I wait and get a larger amount in the future and don't use and have the opportunity to get something now and take that something and invest it, won't I end up in a better spot going forward?
That's
Is
his
that
thinking.
basically?
That's
That's his
basically what he
thinking.
said. I because because and his official retirement may be a few years off. I'm not sure how
Mm-hmm.
many years officially, but
Right.
that's the logic.
Okay. And this is always the dilemma that we have, but mathematically and over history, we have found that by waiting, you actually end up better, but there are some parameters on how you get there and whether or not that would be the right decision for you. So here's what we have to do first. And this is a tough one, really tough one. But you got to look at the mortality of your family. By looking at the mortality of your family, it's going to help you determine, is the likelihood going to be, am I going to live a long life in relation to what the normal mortality numbers are?
Mm-hmm.
If you happen to be, and nobody can
I'm doing,
guarantee, I
and you see,
can't
I got my
guarantee what's going to
calculator.
happen.
So I got my calculator
You
out,
got
by the
your
way,
calculator?
because
Okay.
I'm looking. So like when we say mortality, we're talking about mom, dad, grandma, and grandpa.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Think about the average age. Mom, dad, grandma, grandpa. As long as
Okay.
there was no accidents,
There was an
meaning,
accident. One of them.
okay,
Well, there were a couple of
okay, if
accidents.
there was like a car accident or something of that nature, you can't use that factor.
Well, I wish it was that simple. But anyway, let's just say it wasn't like, yeah.
Okay. All right. And so what's the normal mortality range in your family?
Right. I'm getting that
Now,
number
you
now. Yeah,
also
go
have
ahead.
to take into account a little bit, because we're looking at genetics here. You also have to take into account, am I paying more attention to my health outcomes than my parents did?
Right,
Because
right.
sometimes that mortality is impacted by habits that our
Hmm.
ancestors may have had. And we don't have those particular habits. We're healthier, we're exercising, we're not smoking, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. You follow the drill here. Okay.
Well, but
Once,
Vicky,
uh-huh.
I just did the average of my mother and father.
Yeah.
Lord.
Okay. All right. So,
Wait.
George, answer the second question. Am I paying more attention to my health outcomes? In fact, you can stop and say, because you were old enough to know what your parents were on their health. Okay.
Yeah. My father
But,
died of a health condition. So there's
okay.
okay, right?
Do
And
I
then
have those same health conditions? So on and so forth. Am I
right,
managing them and et cetera?
right.
But in general, what's the mortality scheme look like? All right.
Yeah.
If you happen to be in a family, though, historically, meaning many generations, many members of the family, that you have a very short mortality, then I would probably say, even though mathematically we are more inclined to tell you to wait, you might want to consider going early as
Hmm.
far as your, but
Right.
all those are really rare situations. Let me tell you why. When you take your Social Security benefit at 62, you are giving back potential income that is pretty significant. It's about a 26 to 30% decrease in your Social Security payment. That is a decrease that happens for your entire life. It's not 1 year, it's not 2 years. All of your COLA factors are going to be less because your base benefit that you're receiving is less. If you have a spouse, the spouse's benefit is going to be less if they happen to be filing against your benefit. They don't necessarily have a Social Security record of their own or one that exceeds yours. Everything is impacted by that reduction. But even so, your friend's probably saying, well, that's okay. I know it's going to be reduced, but I'm going to take that money and I'm going to invest it. So I'm telling your friend to do this. Take the money that they think they're going to get at 62 and compare it to the money that they're going to get at full retirement age, which was probably based on your age and being your friend is 67.
Hmm.
Look at what that number is, and then tell me what rate of return you must obtain on the money that you receive on an after-tax basis to get the equivalent amount of money on a monthly basis to offset what you gave back by taking it early. The other thing that happens, okay, so in most cases, it's somewhere between 8 and 11% per year on an after-tax basis in order to receive it, but calculate it out. This next thing you have to consider, so we got first mortality, after-tax return. The third thing is this. If you take it early at 62, you are going to be in a penalty box if you work. Because at 62, on the early payout, any dollars that you earn over, I think it's like 15,000 this year. I have to look at the exact number, but somewhere between 15 and 16,000, anything that you earn over that is going to be penalized. And you're basically going to give back a portion of what you're receiving. So you say, well, Vicki, I just won't work. Well, you're in your peak earnings years. And most people at 62 are still vibrant. I know you are, George. Okay. Most people are still vibrant.
Right.
Going to try and do something. Okay, because they are no longer full-time working, but they're going to do, and you are now in a more constricted box as far as your earnings are concerned. But there is a process that most of us haven't heard about, many haven't heard about, that might be an answer for your friend. And it's called the redo of your Social Security benefits. You have, okay. Or we call it a mulligan, okay?
Okay.
Basically, what it means is this. You can start your Social Security benefit at some age, whatever age. Let's say it's 62. You have up to 1 year to come back and say to Social Security Administration, I changed my mind. I really shouldn't have done this at 62. I want to wait. Can I redo my Social Security payout? If you do it within a year, you can do that.
At any age or just at 62?
At any age. I just use 62.
All right. Okay. Ooh, okay.
You can do that. But in doing so, what you have to do is return the money that you received during that period of time.
You ain't say all that, Vicki.
Okay, well, your friend is taking the money and investing it.
Okay.
He didn't spend it. He said he wasn't spending it. He said he was investing it. Did he not?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Okay, so
that was the goal. The goal wasn't to spend it.
That was the goal.
Yeah.
To invest it, okay, so that he could get it early. Okay, fine. So if you now see that by investing it, I'm not going to get the same return as far as the growth pattern, because that individual loss to make it up to the next bracket, he can't meet that on a market basis based either on what the market is doing or his individual pension for how he invests money. Is he a very aggressive investor, et cetera, et cetera? You can give the money back. You have to do it within a year of the time that you start the benefit. They will recalculate it to a higher level, to an older age, but you must give it back. So if that is your desire, meaning I want the money, but I want to have options, consider the Social Security redo as a strategy going forward. Here's the thing that most people don't understand. 70, every year that you wait from your maximum age, so in your case 67 to 70, you're going to get an increase of your benefit and a bonus because your COLA is going up at the same time during that time period. So that can be up to another 25% increase as far as your benefit is concerned. And when you're talking about longevity, because we've talked about income, how do we generate income? Longevity is on your side on the calculation as far as compounding interest, compounding of that benefit. So every year that you waited and you got a higher and higher benefit, each time COLA runs is calculated, you're getting a higher benefit on a higher base. You are moving forward at a faster rate than you ever would have if you took it out at 62. Does that help you, George?
That helps me, and I'm going to point him, and as I do all my listeners, to this conversation so that he and I have the information that we need.
Good. Okay, so, we talked about earlier, some weeks ago, we had another caller, a listener who had a question on annuities. All the Social Security benefit is an annuitized payment. It's driven by the federal government, now by a private insurance company. But the annuitization process of creating a guaranteed income The key is to make sure that we're getting as much as we possibly can in the basket before we start the annuitization. And that is what is happening with the Social Security payout, okay, as far as waiting until an older age. But this option of a do-over is one that I think many people should spend some time investigating, talking to a professional concerning, looking at some of the charts and graphs that they have there in their Social Security file, and making some decisions going forward. Because Lord knows we need more money every year based on the cost of living. We do not need less. All right, George, last week I mentioned this. I'm going to say it again. I'm looking for 20 people. 20, okay, who would like to know much more. Okay, thank you. You're doing 20. Is that how you go?
Yeah,
20 people who would like to enroll in a class with us concerning income structures and retirement planning going forward. So you can reach out if you're interested at info@brackensfsn.com. info@brackensfsn.com. I'm going to close this class registration on December 20th because I want to make sure that we have plenty of time to get everybody acclimated, ready, registrations done, etc., so that we can kick off in January. All right, here's the big one, George.
Okay.
February 23rd.
February 23rd.
Everybody, February 23rd is the date of the 17th annual Black History Month Jazz and Arts Cabaret, sponsored by Brackens Financial Solutions Network in conjunction with the Central New York Jazz and Arts Foundation. February 23rd. I would suggest, even if the site is not up yet, that you call CNY Jazz and get on the list. We have sold out how many years now, George?
Every year.
5 years in a row.
5 years. I said
5
every
years
year.
in a row.
All right, listen.
Okay.
Are you
Yes.
going to tell us who the artist is?
Nope, not going to tell you yet. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to tell you yet. Okay. I'm going to tell you right now, though, that you don't want to miss.
Okay.
Okay. Just like we did last year. Okay. Give everybody a heads up. Get your tables ready. Get your your sparkles ready. You got a new jacket this year, George?
It's a tradition.
It's a tradition. That's right. It is a tradition. Get started.
Okay.
February 23rd at the
I might have to bust out one of my Ghanaian outfits for the occasion.
That's right.
I haven't done that yet. So
You brought something back from Ghana?
I did.
Oh, all right.
Excuse me. No, not just something back. Tailor made, my sister.
Tailor made from Ghana. Okay.
Okay.
I'm waiting for this. Okay. I am really waiting for this.
Listen.
All right, then. So I think at this point in time, George, we know that everybody's still rubbing their stomachs. I don't know if Dallas is losing, winning, whatever. Okay.
Well, first of all, no, they already played.
Oh, that's true. They've already played. Okay,
You have wishful thinking. Okay. You wishful thinking.
I know. You know how I am with keeping up with the football scores. I don't know, but I know it's Sunday afternoon football. Everybody getting ready. I thank you all for all the great wishes for Thanksgiving. And I'll say at this point in time, our plate is full.
All right, Vicki Brackens is the president of Brackens Financial Solutions Network, LLC, and a registered representative of LPL Financial member SIPC. She is America's money maven.